Yeah, I just had a pretty productive Saturday. Just came back. It's Saturday evening. Got a good few hours done at a coffee shop nearby. Good amount of work done. I had a thought on the way home, which I thought was valuable enough to share. And it's following the video I made, the very last video I made about my portfolio update, the growth of my net worth, the path to $1 million before the age of 30. I mentioned very early on in that video, and I'll put that video in the description just for reference sake, but early on in that video I mentioned the word perspective. Specifically, in that video's case, it was about not comparing yourself to media, to anybody else, to celebrities, to other multimillionaires. You should rather compare yourself to who you were a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. In my case, it was $0 to $55,000 in about 9 months. The past few years have been pretty challenging, and I'm not just saying that to suck up to you, to make you feel better about yourself. It's the truth. Like, I don't know if you all remember COVID, but that was a wild time. Like, I'll talk in the background of putting some footage up on the screen, but like the amount of uncertainty, the toilet paper craze. People were going mad over toilet paper, man. People were just aggressive with one another. We had the Black Lives Matter riots. You know, whichever side of the political spectrum we lay on, just I think everyone can agree it was a very wild time, very volatile time. And then after that, we had, rise of inflation. Inflation hit like 9% in mid 2022. I think it was June 2022 in the US. Some countries inflation was higher, other countries inflation was lower. Proceeding in high inflation is high interest rates, so the cost of money is more expensive for young people, or for everyone really, but I think more so for young people. I'll get into that in a moment. Then we had war in Ukraine. We now have war in Palestine, war in Israel, where like 30,000 Palestinians have been killed. Again, whichever side of the political spectrum you lay on, I don't really care, and that's not the point of this video. The point is that it's been just kind of a wild few years, and I think having that perspective in your mind, just to remind yourself that you're here today. Like, you've made it this far, you've gotten through a pretty challenging last few years. There's no need to be so hard on yourself. I think you should be really proud of having gotten through the last few years. And again, I'm not just saying that to boost your ego. It really is the truth. Like, high interest rates, it's not just a headline on Bloomberg, right? It has an impact on your life. And the amount of studies that have come out, and it's just constantly proving that the rise in wages have by no means remained the same as the cost of living, at least in the major city centers, like the main economic hubs in the world. So if you're living in any of these like main economic hubs in the world, money is tight. There's no denying this. You can read up on it anywhere on the internet. Most economists agree on this right now. So in summary, you should be proud of yourself. And I don't just say that to boost your ego. I say that because I mean it, and I think it's a really important reminder for anybody watching this really, but I think especially for young people. Just remind yourself you got through the past few years. You got through the past few years. We're gonna end it off here. I don't know if you all can see me. You got through the past few years. Alright, so be proud of that. Seriously, be proud of that. And just keep fucking going. And if I provided any value for you, a like and a comment or a subscribe, that'll be sick. If not, that's cool. I'll see you soon anyways. Okay, peace out.